Picture a bird, wings bound by chains, yearning to soar but held back by weights it doesn't need. That's you, brimming with potential, yet tethered by people, beliefs, and fears that no longer serve you. Life isn't always gentle. It throws challenges, heartaches, and moments that test your spirit. But here's a truth that can set you free. Letting go isn't surrender, it's strength. It's not about giving up. It's about breaking free to become who you're meant to be. Too many of us cling to toxic relationships, outdated beliefs, or the need for approval, thinking they define us. They don't. They're chains, keeping you from flight. Today, I'll show you how to release those chains. People who drain you, doubts that confine you, patterns that dim your light. This isn't just about moving on. It's about rising up, reclaiming your power, and building a life of peace, purpose, and unapologetic self-worth. If you're ready to spread your wings, let's begin. Release toxic ties. Clear your path. Your life is a garden, and the people you allow in are either flowers that bloom or weeds that choke your growth. Most of us hold on to relationships that no longer nourish us. Friends who criticize, family who doubt, or partners who take without giving. We keep them close out of habit, fear, or guilt, letting their voices shape our self-worth. But here's the truth. You weren't born to live in someone else's shadow. Letting go of toxic ties is the first step to reclaiming your garden. It's not about cruelty. It's about courage. Identify one person who drains your energy, who leaves you feeling small. Ask, do they lift me up or pull me down? If they don't add light, it's time to step away. I knew a woman trapped in a friendship that dimmed her confidence. She set boundaries, limiting contact, and her energy soared. Tomorrow, take one small step. Say no to a draining request or distance yourself from negativity. Releasing toxic ties clears space for relationships that bloom with mutual respect. Embrace solitude. Discover your strength. Solitude is not loneliness, it's a sanctuary where you meet your truest self. Society tells us we need constant company to be whole, but that's a lie that keeps us chained. Being alone lets you hear your own voice, unfiltered by others' expectations. Most people fear solitude, thinking it means they're incomplete. But in solitude, you find strength, clarity, and purpose. Spend 10 minutes tomorrow alone. No phone, no noise, just you, reflecting on your dreams. Write down one thing you love about yourself. I started this during a low point, sitting quietly each morning, journaling my strengths. It rebuilt my confidence, showing me I was enough. Solitude isn't isolation, it's empowerment. When you're comfortable alone, you stop seeking validation and start attracting people who value your light. Embrace it daily, and watch your inner strength grow. Set boundaries. Protect your peace. Boundaries are the fences that guard your garden, preserving your energy and peace. Most people give endlessly, to friends, family, or colleagues, until they're depleted, fearing they'll seem selfish. But boundaries aren't walls, they're acts of self-respect. They say, I value myself enough to protect my well-being. Start small. Say no to one request that doesn't align with your goals. I coached a manager who was overwhelmed, always saying yes to extra tasks. He began declining non-essential requests, redirecting energy to his priorities. His stress dropped, his focus sharpened. Tomorrow, set one boundary. Politely decline a favor or limit time with someone who exhausts you. Boundaries don't push people away. They invite the right ones closer. Build them daily, and your peace will flourish. Let go of limiting beliefs. Free your mind. Your mind can be a cage or a key, depending on the beliefs you hold. Too many of us carry chains forged by doubt. I'm not enough. I can't succeed. Or I need others' approval. These are weeds, choking your potential. Letting go means uprooting these beliefs and planting truths that empower you. Challenge one limiting thought daily. If you think, I'm not talented enough, ask, what evidence proves I am? Replace it with, I'm growing every day. I once believed I wasn't leadership material. I wrote down one strength daily: problem solving, empathy, and my confidence grew. Within a year, I led a team successfully. Tomorrow, identify one belief holding you back and counter it with a truth. Your mind is your garden's soil. Nurture it with empowering thoughts. Forgive to move forward. Release the past. Holding on to anger or guilt is like carrying stones in your wings. You can't fly. Forgiveness isn't about excusing harm. It's about freeing yourself. Most people cling to resentment, thinking it punishes others, but it only weighs them down. Forgive those who hurt you, not for them but for you, and forgive yourself for past mistakes, for trusting the wrong people. I carried guilt for a failed project, blaming myself for years. I started journaling what I learned from it, letting go of self-blame. It freed me to take new risks. Tomorrow, write down one thing you're ready to forgive. Someone's betrayal or your own misstep. Release it with intention, like a bird dropping a heavy load. Forgiveness lightens your wings, letting you soar toward your future. Invest in yourself. Grow your worth. You are your greatest asset, yet most people pour their energy into others, neglecting their own growth. Investing in yourself, your skills, health, dreams, is the water that nourishes your garden. Spend 15 minutes daily on self-improvement. Read a book, exercise, or practice a skill. I knew a teacher who felt stuck, always prioritizing others. She dedicated 20 minutes daily to learning leadership skills. Within months, she was promoted to principal. Tomorrow, invest in one area of growth. Meditate for 5 minutes or learn a new concept. When you prioritize yourself, you don't diminish others. You amplify your ability to shine. Your worth grows with every small investment you make. Attract the right energy. Build your circle. When you let go of what doesn't serve you, you create space for what does. Like a magnet, your energy attracts people and opportunities that align with your growth. Most people settle for relationships that drain them, fearing they won't find better. But when you value yourself, you draw in those who do too. Seek out one person tomorrow who inspires you, a mentor, a colleague, or a friend who uplifts. Share a goal or listen to their wisdom. I started connecting with positive people during a career shift, attending networking events. Those connections opened doors I never expected. Your circle shapes your flight. Choose those who help you soar, not clip your wings. Trust the process. Embrace the journey. Letting go is a journey, not a moment. It's messy, uncomfortable, and sometimes painful, but every step moves you closer to freedom. Most people want instant results, but growth is a slow bloom. Trust that releasing what holds you back, people, beliefs, or fears, opens doors you can't yet see. I let go of a toxic job, unsure of what was next. I journaled my fears and took small steps daily, updating my resume, networking. Within a year, I found a role that aligned with my purpose. Tomorrow, take one step forward. Release a small doubt or set a new goal. Trust that the universe or whatever you believe in is aligning your path. Every release is a seed planted for your future. Your life is a garden, and you are its keeper. Letting go of toxic ties, embracing solitude, setting boundaries, releasing limiting beliefs, forgiving the past, investing in yourself, attracting the right energy, and trusting the process. These are the acts that clear your soil and let your true self bloom. Most people cling to what's familiar, fearing they'll lose something. But you're not losing. You're gaining peace, power, and purpose. I've seen it in my own life. Letting go of draining relationships and self-doubt freed me to build a career I love. It wasn't easy. Guilt stung, fear whispered, but each release made me lighter, stronger. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Start tomorrow. Let go of one thing, a negative thought, a draining conversation, a grudge. Write it down, release it, and affirm, I am worthy of peace. You don't need others to complete you. You are whole. The world may not always see your worth, but you will. Every chain you break, every weed you pull brings you closer to a life of joy and freedom. You're not just a bird. You're a force, wings wide, ready to soar. Let go of what weighs you down, trust your strength, and fly toward the life you were born to live. You are enough, and your greatest chapter starts now.